On September 27th, 2021, after weeks and months of hype, the Eternal Beings NFT project finally went public, but not with a bang signaling a new era of technology, art, and finance on the internet. Instead, their celebrity figurehead, millionaire rapper Lil Uzi Vert, who had spent weeks endorsing the project and promising high profits for early adopters, pulled out of the project after just 3 days, wiping millions of dollars off the value of the NFTs in an instant. This video is sponsored by Morning Brew, a completely free daily morning newsletter focused on business, finance, and tech news that you can subscribe to for free at the link below. Marketing promises and hype were high and mighty for the Eternal Beings project, if slightly stereotypical at the same time. Floating in the ominous orbit of Pluto, 11,111 Eternal Beings are found and available for abduction. The developers roughly based the Eternal Beings appearance off Lil Uzi's iconic hair, tattoos, and fashion sense, borrowing from his punk rock star look. Uzi was all in on promoting it on his social media, even getting tweets from other rappers to help shout out the project. The roadmap for Eternal Beings promised free NFTs, merch, and an exclusive concert from Uzi, as well as backstage passes for NFT holders. People felt excited. Celebrity-backed NFT projects have been big for a while, and given the amount of attention Uzi was giving, it seemed like it could really take off, but it didn't. Lil Uzi disappeared, the NFT's value plummeted, and a lot of people were left holding a really heavy bag when originally they'd been promised gains of 2, 3, 4 times or more on their investments. Okay, so I'm sitting in my car and I've already finished 90% of this video. I've done all the animations and everything, but I want to take a minute to just illustrate how much money was lost by Lil Uzi Vert fans in this Eternal Beings situation. They minted 11,111 NFTs to start, and they sold all of them for the equivalent of about $330 US. That's $3.7 million in sales. But when Uzi immediately deleted his tweets after the NFTs dropped, the floor price of this project went from $330 to just $200 in one day. That's over $1.7 million wiped out from the pockets of Lil Uzi fans in just 24 hours. Obviously, people were immediately convinced that this thing was a huge scam and Uzi was just cashing in for a quick buck. And it didn't help that he was tweeting out guarantees for investors. He was saying, if you buy an Eternal Being NFT, you're gonna have $800 returns before long. He was literally saying, it's guaranteed, it's easy. But if you look at the NFT marketplace today, Eternal Beings are worth like 10, 20, 30 bucks. I might buy a few just to see what happens. But you have to remember, these were minted for hundreds of dollars, meaning that everybody who's on this marketplace selling these NFTs for $10, $20, or $30 is doing so at a huge loss. These NFTs aren't even worth 1/10 of what they were when they were minted. And even if Uzi didn't mean to scam his fans, that's definitely what it looks like, because we know he got paid to the point where his tweets could very well get him in trouble with the federal government, because it's a crime to guarantee returns for investors like that. So now that I've illustrated just how much money was lost here, let's get into how and why this situation arose. The hip-hop and crypto communities have been converging for a while now, which makes sense since NFTs have made their way into almost every corner of mainstream culture at this point. So while some artists buy or talk about NFTs just because they're popular, many others are seeing it as an opportunity to pad their wallets. Some artists like Eminem and Lil Baby have bought or been gifted Bored Apes, set it as their profile picture on Twitter, and kind of just forget about it. But there's much more than that underneath the surface with hip-hop and NFTs. In March 2021, Azalea Banks sold an NFT for 10 Ethereum or $17,000. It was a 24-minute long audio sex tape with her fiance. It was later listed on OpenSea for $200 million, not that anyone ever bought it for that price. Later that month, and I think this will surprise some people for sure, MF Doom's wife and record label put up 11 NFTs of his mask, with the most expensive one selling for about 450 Ethereum or $850,000. So why are people buying this stuff for such insane prices? Well, people love celebrities, we love community and new technology, and we definitely love the idea that we could be buying into something on the cutting edge that will make us more money later on. NFTs are a phenomenon that have been developing and evolving for a few years now. Honestly, I would say they're on a downward swing of popularity at the moment. But there's a huge market for celebrities to sell basically anything they can think of. Last year, Soulja Boy sold screenshots of his old tweets for thousands of dollars each. These things can be immensely profitable for buyers who sell later, but at the same time, quickly flipping NFTs has proved a great way for celebrities to use their hype to make a quick buck with no real repercussions if they abandon the project later on. Pulling the rug is a term used in the NFT community community to refer to a founder completely abandoning their project, taking the money and leaving investors holding a worthless product. It's bad enough when it's isolated to the community of experienced crypto investors, but when celebrities join in, bringing with them millions of people who don't know anything about crypto investing, that's when it gets ugly. But working with celebrities is one of the best ways to grow a crypto scheme and fill it with investment money. That's why NFT and coin developers pay influencers to not just promote NFT projects, but to join them and attach their name to the product. Sometimes these influencers are the ones developing these projects themselves, like Logan Paul's Dink Doink losing 97% of its value in a month, or FaZe Clan's Save the Kids pump and dump scam. Both of those projects are good examples of when influencers pump up a token to their fans and then just dump it once they've made their money. But even big-time celebrities like Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather are being sued for artificially inflating the price of a coin with misleading promotion. And Steven Seagal, the action movie star of all people, settled charges with the SEC for failing to disclose he was paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for promotion of a crypto coin on his social media. So naturally, as soon as Lil Uzi took down his promotional posts and began his radio silence, the price of the Eternal Being NFTs plummeted immediately. The value of Eternal Beings was inherently linked to Uzi's backing. Generally, the value of an NFT without community hype or consumer interest is kind of nebulous at best, especially the profile picture NFTs like Eternal Beings. So if Uzi wasn't around anymore, creating a huge audience and providing promotion, Eternal Beings quickly became worthless. The community leaders knew this better than anybody, though it was no secret. I joined the Discord server and read how they launched into damage control mode, maintaining that Lil Uzi was still around. He had deleted his posts because he was focusing on music. During the initial panic of his disappearance, one of the moderators went on a rant calling people pure idiots for selling their NFTs, practically begging people not to do it. He would later remove the posts and apologize and attempt to rally people in a more positive direction, but the value of Eternal Beings has never recovered. They made a few attempts to continue the NFT and keep the community together, but as of now, the last official announcement was 5 months ago, announcing new emojis for their Discord. The NFTs are still available on OpenSea. You could buy them right now, but the last time one was sold was in January, 3 months ago, for a fraction of the original value it held. A lot of people were skeptical from the beginning and they didn't listen to the hype. They saw another worthless celebrity NFT project with empty promises and hollow excitement. And it's easy to look back and see how right those people were. I honestly feel bad for people who bought into Eternal Beings. A rapper like Uzi endorsing something is going to convince a lot of people to invest in it, even if they have to spend $600 to buy one. But a lot of people got burned pretty badly for their investment. At this point, Eternal Beings NFTs are worth maybe 60 or 70 bucks. It's a hard lesson to learn. But at the same time, it's possible even Uzi didn't know this was a scam and he was just paid to promote it like it was a Fashion Nova ad. Just a few weeks ago, Soulja Boy, Lil Yachty, and Jake Paul all got named in a class action lawsuit alleging that they performed a slow rug pull on the SafeMoon token, a cryptocurrency that has gotten a lot of attention over the past year by being promoted by celebrities, but ultimately lost all of its value as the celebrities stopped promoting it. As for legal recourse for Lil Uzi, even though he might not have known that he was promoting a scam, it's definitely possible he could be in trouble. A day before the NFTs dropped, he tweeted that they would have a 6+ SOL minimum floor, basically the lowest amount of money required to buy, the higher the better. Neither Uzi nor the developers have publicly disclosed just how involved he was in the project. Whether he was just doing paid promotion or if he was actually part of the team, we don't know how much he got paid, what his kickbacks were, but depending on his level of involvement, the SEC could view those tweets as price guarantees, establishing it as an unregistered security scam, which could lead to fines and jail time. We have no idea if he would get charged or when he'll even get a visit from the SEC if he hasn't already. But what does this mean for the music industry and more broadly the entertainment industry as a whole? Well, Lil Uzi has yet to be questioned by the SEC. But the SEC is up there with the IRS as a group of agencies you really don't want to mess with, so I wouldn't be surprised if charges start to fall on him pretty soon. But until people start to face consequences for their actions, we're all going to have to keep a close eye on who we really trust with our money. And by the way, if you want to become truly better informed on the world of business, tech, and finance, instead of watching an egghead like me talk about Lil Uzi and NFTs, I'm very happy to introduce you to a brand new sponsor for the channel, especially because their product is actually completely free and only takes a few seconds to sign up for. I recently started clearing my inbox of the 14,521 junk emails that have piled up over the years, and I was thinking, I get hundreds of emails I don't want. What if I got some emails I do want and could actually benefit me? That's why I'm happy to be sponsored by Morning Brew, a free daily email newsletter that sends interesting news about investing, the economy, business analysis, media, and fun, interesting mind games every morning. And ever since I subscribed to their newsletter, I feel like opening my email every day is actually fun and informative instead of a big slog that I always just want to end up avoiding. So if you're interested in getting a variety of relevant and informative information and more delivered to your inbox every day, 7 days a week, you can sign up for Morning Brew at the link below completely for free. As always, clicking the link below really helps out my channel.